in just a moment. Alright, happy to be doing the live stream. Let me check out my options first to make sure that I'm not playing copywritten music. Where is the actual music list? Change the audio over to headphones, optimize it a little bit. Is there a way to... Alright, I'm gonna get rid of that just to make sure. So I don't have online right now. So, let's just go to Racebox. I don't know the difference of how each of the games play. Since I'm pretty new to Wipeout, so either 24/8 or HD. I thought there was a third mode. Let's go with Wipeout HD, and then let's just do a single race. Let's go with the... Yeah, let's do weapons. Let's try Novice AI. Hey, Spencer. I like that they have an option for vertical or horizontal split screen, which is really nice on this game. Depending on what style of screen you're using, that comes in handy a lot. I don't know if you and I have played this together, Spencer, but definitely welcome to stream. I am Matt, and yeah, I love to do streams on this channel. It's kind of a newer thing that we've been doing instead of just the regular old uploading. So my friend Jeremy is on his channel right now on Pinball Mayhem. He is finishing up his stream, and hopefully see him over here, but not sure about after. Yeah, let's figure out what track we're gonna race on, because there's a lot of really cool tracks in this game, and it's hard to figure out where to... Okay, regular, reverse... Uber Mall. Let's try Uber Mall.
Uber Mall.
Spencer, can you hear me decently? I just want to make sure after all the action is started that you can hear me. I just don't want to be yelling over this thing. My throat hurts, so if it starts to hurt too bad, I'll just start replying via my keyboard. Keyboard or my phone if I can. I'm downstairs. I just want to get that projector centered. Okay, that looks good. Get the other light off. I just took a nap before this. Oh, I needed that. Francis needed a nap too. He's going to bed early tonight. Okay, guess I only have these two vehicles to choose from. So I think I like this one. Soundtrack in this game is great, but again, I think it's all licensed stuff, not just made for the game. So from what I can remember, so I just muted all the music, so hopefully it's not too boring without it. So similar games to Wipeout would be F-Zero on the SNES, N64, and the GameCube. Other Wipeout games have been on the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation 1, 2. I don't remember if there was one on the PlayStation 3, and then you get this collection on PlayStation 4. They had it on PlayStation Portable. So yeah, there's a couple floaty car games out there, but I always like these. Fast RMX on the Switch is also a really good looking game. So I think this game and that game are both really awesome looking games. So yeah, let's get started with this. There's also weapons with this one. Okay, X button, and then is the gas, and then to tilt you left or right are the triggers. Oh crap. Oh, fuck me. That was very smart. I was like looking at that guy and then I just like went right into the wall. That's very smart. Which button is the weapon? Oh, okay. So I think it's circle button is the weapon. Right. There's also Redout on this on the PS4 and on the Xbox One, but that one I could barely control. The graphics are really nice. It's more of a cel-shaded kind of look on that one. But I could never get into it like this one. And then there's also Redout 2. I never gave that a chance, but just felt the Redout series was way too fast for my liking. This is not my favorite track on this one. It's a little bit on the skinny side. I am terrible driver. Jesus. There's these like weapon pads that you cross over. I invited Mike to the chat, so I don't know if he's gonna voice chat or if that's gonna work when he comes in, or if he's just gonna be in the messages, but hey there, Mike. I didn't know if I needed to add you to the party or if I just how that works to get you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, jeez, I'm like running into all the walls tonight. This is great.
Race complete.
Oh my god. Just smack into all the walls. This is great. I haven't gotten used to the controls on this one a little bit. Jeez. Alright, let me see about let me see about adding. How do you even add a party while you're 1 second, let me do this real quick. Okay, so I gotta figure out how to get over to the flippin' party thing again. Okay. Let's get Mike here on the stream. We start a party, and then we'll do an open party, just so um, we'll limit it to 4 players. Um, and my friend Jeremy might get on PlayStation tonight. I'm not sure, but let's open it up to him and let's see how this works. Hey there. So I opened up SharePlay, so I don't know if it's going to allow me to do that or if it's going to make me have online, but yeah, let's try that. And then no, I mean, oh, so I mean SharePlay, so then you can swap out or play multiplayer with me.
I don't know. I think you need the. I think that's an online feature. I think it
Okay.
might be an online feature.
Hey, Spencer, can you hear Mike and I? Just want to make sure he can hear both of us, and
It should be. I have my voice, shared voice enabled on my end, so it should work.
let me try to go to the main menu and see if I can get. Okay. I probably need to get a subscription. I don't remember how much it is per year for this crap, but cripe. Holy shit, it's for a month. Oh, whatever, and then premium has the geez, and it's like $10 a month.
Don't know what
Okay,
I did.
well, I guess you and I are microphone and audio are available. Okay, good. All right. Well, let's see. Yeah, so let's go to. So, have you seen this one, Mike? Have you and I played this?
What is it? Wipeout?
Yeah.
I think so. How long ago? How long ago did this come out?
Oh my god. 2016, 2017?
Oh yeah, I'm sure we've played it before. I just don't remember it.
Well, I remember. Oh my god. I
Is this
told
the
you.
last Wipeout game to come out?
I think it is. I wonder if they're going to come out with another one. It's a good one, but I
Yeah,
think
no, I think I
I'm going to try
remember it.
2048. I don't know the different classes, and then I like it with the weapons on. Yeah, let's try this. Try this. I like the different vehicles. They look kind of cool.
AG system speed.
But Mike, every time I told you the story about where I bought my PlayStation 4, right?
I don't believe so.
It was a really shady deal on Craigslist.
Oh yeah.
Because the system was supposed to be like, I don't remember how much they were running new, but they were over 200 used, 250 usually. Guy was selling it for 160. Got there, his place smelled like weed. It was like, oh my god, I'm surprised I didn't get contact high. Like, and he's like, "Oh, I have the game system right in here." And then it's like the goddamn controller didn't vibrate. It wasn't working right. And then there's a crack in the back of my system that I didn't notice until I got home with it, but it still works. But like this guy must have been selling all of his consoles to
Must have been.
support his habit, I guess.
Yeah, 90% of all Craigslist deals are pretty shady. So
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
don't know who
like
Craig is, but he's
I
a nice
paid him
dude.
160 and got the fuck out of there. I was just like, okay. But I still have the console. It works great, and it's like I didn't even know that you could do the streaming thing till more recently. So, all right. Too bad this doesn't work with like my 3D glasses. I feel like this one would be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I think this one also works with VR, but I don't have the VR right now.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I think this... I forget how the pickups are on this one. Oh, shit. Okay, learning how to drive this thing. Where the fuck is the missile button? I think it's a nice looking game, though.
Yeah.
I wish I could see the weapons shooting a little bit easier. I muted all the music just in case there was like copyright, you know, issues.
Yeah, YouTube different than Twitch that way.
Is Twitch really strict on that?
No, they just auto mute copyright material on the VOD. So.
Well, there's no way I could play Avicii and Vector then.
Yeah, so that way, yeah. So when people go back and rewatch the streams, it'll be muted, so they won't hear anything.
Yeah. Well,
you have to be affiliate though. Because streams on Twitch don't save unless you're affiliate. You only stay up for 2 weeks.
Well, it's like I would love to be able to play Avicii and Vector because, like, dude is dead, you know? Like,
right.
I support his music and, you know, I really liked his shit, you know? Ooh, I just got hit by that guy. For some reason, this controller's... oh, wait, now the vibrates work. Sometimes this controller's just a piece of shit. Do both of your... Well, my white PS4 controller doesn't vibrate, like, I think it's only worked once. But from the start, it didn't work. And then this other black one I got, this one's, I have one that I had, and then Nathan gave me another one. He was very kind to do that.
Is my clock annoying you in the background? I forgot to stop it. Right.
Oh, I don't hear shit, so you're good.
Okay. Alright, I didn't know for sure because there's no voice cancel. There's no noise cancellation on PlayStation.
Yeah, sometimes I'll have to have you here, Mike, you know, so you and I can do a stream, bring your headset, and then you and I can talk and do a stream here. Or, do one there.
Yeah.
Missile.
Alright.
Rockets. Missile.
I was gonna say, well, yeah, we'll see how this race ends up, because last minute I could always screw it up.
Rockets. Cannon.
I wonder if I could fall off onto the other part of that track right there.
New lap record. Final lap.
Missile.
Mike, what did you make for dinner tonight?
Hamburger helper.
Nice. God, I haven't had that shit in years. It's good stuff though.
Yeah, it's quick and easy. Just something I needed quick.
Yeah, I have these like,
Plasma.
they're like basically organic Hot Pockets.
Oh.
And I had one earlier today, and it was good. It was a little spicy though, so I'll probably make it in the oven next time so it doesn't stick to the plate as much. But
Missile.
God, it was good. It was like kind of like this a little bit spicy chicken, but God, my throat have just been just burping up like what would you call that where it's like really acidic?
Rockets.
Oof.
I have no idea.
I avoided the rockets.
Sounds like heartburn-ish.
Yeah, heartburn sucks. I gotta...
Base complete.
Yeah.
Best way to compare it to is a car that's overheating, but the coolant's spewing out the radiator cap.
I be spewing.
Yeah, pretty much. IBS.
That
Instead
does
of
not...
irritable bowel, instead of irritable bowel syndrome, it's IB spewing.
Can you use my dad's accent and just say that, like, I'm up to my asshole in snow?
I'm up to my asshole in snow, Jesus Christ.
Wow, your impression of my dad has gotten deeper, jeez.
Times have changed.
Well, I gotta let you go.
Gotta let you go, I'm up to my asshole in snow here.
Yeah, I hope he has a nice night. Him and his girlfriend will have, like, dinner. Oh, jeez,
Yeah.
I just redid the same fucking rice. I'm gonna
She
quit out
live
of
with
this.
him?
No, they have separate houses. They
I
do
assume
not.
he didn't move.
They do not want to move in with each other. Thank God. Like, that'd be
Why
weird.
Can he not stand her?
No, they like each other, but it's just they both like their own houses a lot. So, I mean, they've both been living in their own places for like 20, 30 years, so.
Yeah, I guess.
Ooh. I like these. Little, fire. Ooh, that is
Pirates
better.
fighter.
This is like cool shit. Oh, wait, you. Oh, I thought it was a different user in here, because I just thought the URMJ is like, oh, I didn't see the rest of your...
Yeah, nope. The
says-
PlayStation chat's stupid. It is wonky and cuts everything off in weird spacing. Like
Says
that.
we got like 3 people in the chat, you know, so... I don't
One
know,
of them's
besides...
me.
Well, one of them's also Spencer, so I don't know if I'm the other one, if it just sees that I'm... I didn't check my stream to see how it looks or anything, so...
That'll
So
only
on-
look as good as the PS4 can do, so...
I don't know if on my side if it's still displaying 1080 for me and then showing 720 for you guys, but 720 is fine.
Yeah, it's 720. I do 1080.
Oh, you have a Pro, don't you?
No, it's just a Slim, but it handles it really well.
Wait, you can do 1080 on yours? I don't think mine even gives me the option, because I have the old... I have the fat model.
You got the old fat boy.
Fat boy. Oh, Jesus Christ, you and your burp talking. Really?
Soda.
I think I like doing these streams way better than making videos, because when I make videos, it's like I critique the shit out of it, and then I put it out, and then it either does okay, or it just doesn't get any traction.
We were almost to 100 subs, I saw.
Yeah, I know, it's like overnight, we had, what, 93, 94, and then there was like 97 today. I'm like, who the heck are the rest of these subs? I
One of them was me. I subbed on my backup channel. So that way I could see on both if I was logged in on the other one.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck
And I
me.
don't
No,
know.
I'm just kidding. Well, thank you for double subbing.
Yeah. I'll make a bunch of fake troll accounts and just sub to you to get your numbers up.
No, I mean, like, would I, in this situation, would you be my dom and I would be your sub, or would you be my sub? Because you subscribe to me. I don't know. I like to make things uncomfortable. I'm sorry.
No, I could make things uncomfortable real quick.
New map record.
See, you're already uncomfortable. It worked.
What?
I'm just kidding.
oh, come and
'cause
sit in
you
my
s-
lap, daddy. Like, you know, like that would probably be like, oh, oh shit, this guy. Oh, I keep hitting the wall. Like, and then that guy like, oh, fuck me. I'm in 8th place. Like, how many times have I hit the wall this time? It's like, the game grip, you get a little bit more space side to side to play. The tracks are a bit tighter. And I have Wipeout on this Wipeout 64, and that's an interesting one to get used to because you know how smeary the graphics look on the N64, especially nowadays. It's just it doesn't age well to play on an HD TV, so you really have to, you know, play it on a CRT. Yeah. It's okay. That one I think was developed by Midway, so it's a little different feel. I don't know if it was developed by Midway or just published by them, but it's weird to see a game that's mostly for PlayStation on other consoles. Because like the original Wipeout was on the Sega Saturn, and I don't know if it was on PlayStation then ported over, or if it was on, but it's mostly known as a PlayStation game. So yeah. Oh, there's another person in the watching the video. Looks like. Well, thank you for watching. This is cool.
Rockets.
Contender eliminated. Race complete.
Jeez. Was I in 8th place?
Yeah.
I got like last place. That's pathetic.
5th place.
Well, it says in the corner you're.
Hey!
I'm just kidding that.
We got. I got 5th.
Well, it says in the corner the whole time when you're playing PO that you're a POS. So you know.
They're unskilled. Yeah, that's kind of nice to have like. Oh wait, we were at Subway Unity Square.
Unity Square. Kyrex agility.
I think I need a little less speed and a little bit more handling for how terrible I'm at this shit.
Loser has to give me a handy. No, that was from Code Monkeys, if you remember.
Oh my goodness, I forgot about Code Monkeys.
Yeah, Dave Jackie. Loser has to give me a handy. No, winner is whichever one it was.
Oh my god, I remember. I'll have to show you this video. It's just
They
like
have a whole series on Peacock.
there's this video I saw on an undisclosed porn site. I probably,
Mine.
but anyways, like
Old Hub. Just kidding.
yeah, it was. But anyways, it was like it was one of those kind of like, yeah, my friend here has to like take care of me while I'm doing a stream. Like it was just hilarious. I just laughed at it. I'm like, wow, the art is very good on this. The animation is very fluid, and like.
Speaking of fluid, oh.
But it's like it's not really my thing for excitement. It was.
Yeah.
I have a folder on that site, stuff that I can laugh at, like dirty videos I just laugh at. Oh, this is an interesting. I like the tracks that you can drop off of things.
Yeah.
Too bad they didn't port like Hydro Thunder over to like PS4 or do an updated version, because I'd love to stream Hydro Thunder Hurricane or one of those. Oh, you've been such a naughty gamer boy. Okay, enough of that shit. I'm so sorry.
That's alright.
New lap record.
Uh, yeah. Yeah, last night I was debating on doing like a stream at midnight. I don't
yeah.
rem- But where the hell? Like, I was with you last night for a little bit, right? And then I went over by mom. That's
Yeah, I
pretty.
came over.
Yeah, duh. I'm mixing up my days and shit.
That's alright. Doesn't feel like good.
I found a ratchet, but I couldn't find the goddamn set of ratchets. It's not even the right ratchet I like to
Oh.
use. So it's like I found one, but it's like, yeah, this is useless.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to use some of my Midwest money to take care of getting a new ratchet set. Probably get a cheap one from price them out online and then go to either Home Depot or what the hell is that cheap tool place that's over next to Goodwill?
Not Harbor Freight, right?
Yes, that is. Yep.
Alright.
Thank you. I couldn't think of what the hell it was called. Yeah.
That's right.
I don't really need like a heavy duty tool set. I need something that won't fucking break, you know, like
Yeah,
taking out those theater seats, but I don't need something to be like work on a car or anything, because like I'm not good at car shit. Like only thing I can do on a car is I can change my oil, but I just choose not to because I haven't done that shit in years and it just hurts my back.
Yeah,
But-
plus it's not good weather to do it anyway.
Yeah, but I can replace, like, I've replaced a taillight on my Malibu. I got pulled over one time by a cop in Appleton
8th place.
by the mall because I had a taillight out. That was a little embarrassing.
That's just a taillight. It's not
Yeah.
as embarrassing as being stopped for having the light above the license plate.
Oh, I've had that one once. That was also over by the mall, by the Fox River Mall, but
Fucks
Yeah.
River.
Fox River.
I thought that's what you said. Good old Fucks River Mall.
I should have called it that. There's so many, like, God,
I should be
like,
taking a drink.
a lot of the stores are just, like, douchey stores anyways in malls anyways, so... Ooh, I like this. That's a good...
Flyzar fighter.
I like the balance of this vehicle's stats. Chug, 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 chug.
Who's chugging?
You.
Oh, I'm eating.
Oh. I like the color on this game. It looks like I like all the glowiness and shit.
Oh, did you hear they're developing a third Tron, or another Tron movie?
They've been talking about that for years, but if they're actually
Tron
gonna oh
is looking to have
fuck me,
Jared Leto's gonna star in it.
why? Why would he? He doesn't fit the mold for a Tron movie. I don't know who
He
is
must
the.
have looked at his Blade Runner performance and went on that.
Oh wait, he was in Blade Runner 2049. I don't remember him in that one. Oh yeah, now I do. Okay, yeah, he was okay in that one. I don't know. I prefer the cute guy that they had in Tron Legacy. He's pretty fucking hot. I don't know. But I remember seeing it with you guys. Like, that was awesome. That was probably one of the most expensive movie tickets I've ever... I think that was worth the $16 or $17. Drive Angry, I wish I would have seen that on a standard 3D screen, but...
Amber Heard didn't deserve the view or the money. Just kidding. I have to get political.
Well, oh, is she weird into
Amber Heard.
political... Is
No,
she
I mean,
really...
Amber Heard, she was in Drive Angry. She was alongside Nicolas Cage. She was the main character.
Made to last. Oh, who is hot? Oh, sorry, the guy of Tron Legacy. But I mean, the chicken Drive Angry. She was like, if I was straight, I'd probably be like, hell yeah, like she was cute.
That was Amber Heard.
But, like, I don't know. I don't know her political opinions. I don't give a fuck about her opinions. Oh, hey, Made to Last.
No, she was the one that beat the hell out of Johnny Depp.
Oh, she's the bed pooper.
Yeah, that's her in Drive Angry. So you do her.
The 3D sex scene I thought was hilarious, like, because like all of a sudden like people walk in on them in the middle, and you could, you know, and then like that wasn't the Amber Heard scene, but like it's like they came at us while we were fucking, you know, and she's like just fucking going crazy, just like. Has that ever happened to you before? You know, she's like freaking out because those guys like just start firing at them, and Nicolas Cage is like has a bottle of Jack in one hand, and he's still like, he doesn't like stop with her. Like he keeps doing the guns, firing guns and drinking while he's in the middle of it with her. It's like holy shit. It's like a grindhouse movie, wouldn't you say? Like kind of grindhousey. I liked the everybody stand down, goddammit line, how they used that in My Bloody Valentine and then used it again in that movie.
Stand down, goddammit.
That was a, oh my god, that guy's my hero. I like him. Tom Atkins, I don't know if that actor passed away recently or if he's still alive, but he's fucking amazing. Like he
had a role at Godzilla 2014.
Did he really?
He had like one speaking line, but
wait, 2014 was that one? Did they played that one at what theater was that? The Valley Value before it closed. Mike, can you read the chat so I don't look over?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, what am I doing? What did Made to Last say?
Excuse me. Oh, he said you haven't had that happen before. It happens all the time.
Oh, what are we talking about?
I am busy eating. So I'm trying not to.
Made to Last. Can you clarify a little bit? Is it the Jack Daniel and the gunfight scene that we're talking about, or? Oh my god. Wow, I'm doing terrible tonight. At the same time. Just try and get better at this before I do the campaign even.
Rockway Stadium.
Mike, I'm thinking of movies. Did you and we saw Alita? I forgot if we
didn't go with you. Wait, did we? I don't even remember.
Okay, unless that was just, you know, your ex and I, like, I don't remember.
Oh, wait. No, we all did go.
Yeah, I forgot. Did we see it in... So who is here tonight? Made to Last. This is my friend Mike. We've known each other... God, we've been going to school with each other since you moved to our district in 2nd grade?
Yeah.
5-hour speed.
From Menasha. But I was born and raised in Tacona, though.
Yeah. Oh my god, what a stinky little town.
You know, smell like pee pee poo poo and all this stuff poo poo. Hello, Made to Last. What up, what up?
I think Made to Last and I met on, I think it was Captain Retro's channel. I haven't watched his channel in a while, but, yeah. It's always cool to see, you know, different, you know, gamer community, pinball community, just, you know, get to chat with new people, see, you know.
There's a ton of retro streamers on Twitch.
Oh, I noticed that. And then there's there's this all-female pinball league called Hot Nudge. So I started following them, and I'm like, that's a cool name. I like that. So it's like very empowering. Like, I like that pinball is one of those. I was about to call it a sport, you know, but it's not really a sport like roller derby. But you know, I like how it's empowering to both, not just men, you know, but like a little bit of everybody, young and old, you know, all different sexes play it. So I find that really neat. Oof.
Missile.
God. I forgot that missile just hit me hard.
No, yeah, I had an urge to. Yeah, funny we were talking about that.
Oh fuck! I hit the wall right when I'm gonna go look over at the fucking chat. Let's see if I can check.
I was just telling him that they're making Tron Ares the new the next film in the franchise.
Are you saying Ares?
It's spelled A-R-E-S.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how. I've never heard it pronounced, but I'm assuming it's spelled Ares.
Maydelas says you said hard. Indeed, I did say hard.
Mines.
Holy crap.
Rockets.
Too bad the PS3 didn't have streaming. I would do a little bit of streaming of, what the hell is it called? Full Auto? It's a racing game with, like, vehicular destruction weapons and stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Keith and I used to play that on his 360, and then, that was weird. The first one came out only on 360, the second one came out only on the, PS3, I think, which is a weird strategy to release your game, like, exclusively do one on one system and exclusive on another.
Yes, they are making another one. They have the director. It's produced by Jared Leto, Justin Springer, Emma Ludbrook, written by Jesse Whitgow, and starring Jared Leto.
So is this like a completely separate chapter from the first two movies? Or is this
there
like...
hasn't been no plot. There hasn't been no plot details. They just
okay.
Got
Have they started shooting yet, or are they getting the ideas already again?
I don't think so.
Because I guess the movie didn't perform as well as they wanted it to originally back when it came out.
Yeah, I'm about to answer his next question if they're using the same actors. I forgot that there was one plot point that they did release, that Ed Dillinger Jr. was going to be the new protagonist, or antagonist, sorry. He's going to be the villain for the next film. And I guess it says Garrett Hedlund will come back as Sam Flynn.
Who's Garrett Hedlund?
The one that you think was hot from the movie, the blonde guy. Bruce Boxleitner will come back as Tron. Olivia Wilde will come back as Cora. They haven't announced who Jared Leto's character is going to be.
It'd be cool if they... I don't know if any of the original cast, besides what's-his-face is still alive, if the original female from the 82 movie, if she's still around.
Yeah, I don't know if she is or not.
Oh, Made to Last. Oh, I loved the second. I like both of them a lot. The 3D in the second one I thought was fantastic. If you have a 3D projector or TV or a good surround sound system, I feel like that really adds a lot. But watching it flat, it looks really good too. So just depends on your if you like 3D movies or not. But I thought that a lot of the stuff popped really well, and we saw, Mike and I, and we saw it on a ultra screen, which is what did they say? It's 3 stories tall or something like that. It's the biggest screen in our area. So it's a huge screen with 70,000 watts of sound or whatever. Your whole seat fucking shook. And just hearing Daft Punk's music and and then your ex had those Garrett squares she's in. So it was like we're eating good. Like we had like
AG
good
system clear.
snacks, and we call
Call
me
him Dan.
Dan. Yay! I got to know your name, Dan. Yay!
It says they're going to begin filming the next Tron movie in August of this year. They're going to start filming in Canada.
Cool. I wonder if it's cheaper to shoot something in Canada than it is here.
I don't know.
Dan, I forgot to ask you, what state or what area are you from? Mike and I are Wisconsin. He's like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes from me. Okay, Matt, stop hitting
He's
into
from New York.
New York.
Buffalo, New York.
Well, yeah, but that
Hey,
part of
what's
New
the
York,
matter, you? Just kidding. That's Italian.
in Buffalo, they don't. I'm sorry, my accents are terrible, but in Buffalo, New York, I don't think the accent is as thick as when you get to the city. But when you come up here, like our Wisconsin accents, it's just. What are some of the words that we say up here that?
Well, we call a water fountain the bubbler. We're the only place I think that does that.
Yeah, we call it a bubbler. We have what do you call those kind of restaurants that are like popular up here that other people are like, what the hell does that mean?
No idea.
Flat vowels. That'd be like your A-E-I-O-U.
Like borderline kind of like Boston. Boston.
Boston accent, yeah.
Massachusetts, Boston.
Hard time saying Oz. Like the movie The Heat.
Yep.
Are you or aren't you a knock?
Are you a knock? Oh, not Boston. Okay.
New lap record.
Are you a knock?
Like if I do laugh, I don't try to laugh at people's accents, but like if I hear a different accent I haven't heard before, it's like, oh, that's interesting, and I laugh a little bit because I know sometimes people really laugh at our accents too, and it's completely fine,
Yeah.
You guys say pop and not soda. Well, over in Michigan, they say pop. Here we say soda. And then if you go down south, it's a Coke. Anything is a Coke, I guess.
Well, they do enough of it. No, I don't know.
I was going to insert a cousin joke, but yeah. Yeah, we all have our different stereotypes for different areas or whatever. Everybody thinks that Wisconsin is nothing but farm fields, and like I had people back in the day who's like, I don't want to talk to you because you're from Wisconsin. It's like, wow. Like,
Oh, I'm sorry, I got a contact drunk because I live by Milwaukee.
Mines.
Let's just say a bit since we are close to Canada.
Mines.
oh, you say A, yeah. Yeah, we get a little bit of the A up here, don't we? When people say A or
Sometimes, yeah.
eh.
No, we go ope.
Oh yeah, I forgot about ope.
Ope. Excuse me, I gotta get past you there.
Yeah, when you accidentally run into someone, it's like, oh.
Race complete.
It was interesting going to St. Louis and hearing my friend's mom's accent, because
Oh, I
she has
bet.
a very southern accent, and her son doesn't have as much of it.
Okay, yeah. Watch Strange Brew if you need a reference, he said.
Strange Brew. Haven't heard of that one. Is that a movie or a TV series?
It's a movie, it's got, what's his name in it? God damn it, how come I not remember his name? Gene Wilder.
Oh, Gene Wilder kicks ass. I like him. He's a cool dude. He got, like, he had dementia towards the end, didn't he?
I think.
Let's try this. I don't know what I want to eat for dinner. My stomach's a little rumbly, but it's just like, I just don't
I
want
just
to eat too
finished
much
a
junk.
waffle.
Did you eat like the whole thing of
Yeah,
Hamburger
I made the
Helper?
yeah, I made the one
Holy,
box, ate the whole thing.
holy fuck!
It's only 2 bowls worth to me. That's I only filled up 2 separate.
Yeah, yeah. I had to move over the Las Vegas pinball machine out of the way of the screen, so I can still have it in front of the screen, but it's out of the way enough. But I don't know if I'm going to keep this thing. I don't know how the hell I'm going to get to work if I need to just take the board off and resolder some stuff and clean some points. Or what I should do with it. You know, Midwest Gaming Classic is coming up next week. It'd be nice if somebody would be like, "Hey, I'll buy it for you $100." I'd be like, "Oh hell yeah, take it." I love the game, but if somebody else can get it to work and it's a very cheap game. It's not worth sticking a ton of money in because it's Mattel's attempt at making a pinball machine, and the build quality is very cheap, you know. But it's a fun playing game. It's a very fast playing game. It's not a boring, you know, I've played some boring pinball machines, and this one definitely has, you know, a lot of replay value for what it is.
Rockets.
Oh shit, I just got hit by that guy.
Bomb.
But what the fuck was made a last name? Dan?
Yes.
Okay. It's gonna take a while to remember.
I'll remind you because I remember.
I just think like Dan the Man, because that just sounds like, you know, the man in charge. Like, I don't know.
I just think of Dan Avidan from Game Grumps. So
Who
that's
the fuck?
easy for me to remember.
Dan Avidan?
Yeah, from Game Grumps.
Who the hell is Game Grumps again?
Their Let's Play channel on YouTube.
Yeah, Dan. I really suck at names. I'm Matt. That's Mike. Yeah, Mike and I's birthdays are only a couple. We're both born in December, same year. Wait, yeah, we were born the same year, but
Days.
Missile.
yeah, he's 5 days older than me. Yeah.
New lap record.
Yeah, and then Nathan is a couple years ahead of me, but his birthday's like 2 days after mine. Oh, fuck me. I have to hit everything. I can't believe I've been streaming almost an hour. Jeez. Jeez, I thought it was an autopilot and it just like smacked into the wall. Fun. How do I do the goddamn rockets? Okay. I think.
Final lap.
Oh, I've been hitting the wrong button. I've been hitting the button that gets rid of your weapon instead of actually firing it this entire time. Okay, it's the square button.
This would be a PS4.
Yeah, it has, what the fuck do you call it? Like, built-in capture? I don't have a capture device, and this is the only thing that I can do direct capture from. Otherwise, I'm pointing a camera at a screen, which sucks. But, oh, I like the weapons once I got used to this. This is good. This is really good. Yeah. I think Spencer's snoozing on us.
Race complete.
I haven't heard from him in a while. He probably went to go eat dinner or something. Speaking of dinner, I got some crackers I can eat.
That ain't dinner.
Ugh. I'm trying to keep my girlish figure. Oh, Spencer, there you are. a setting on my PlayStation. So I'm trying to make sure that I can add a friend and what my privacy settings are and stuff. Yeah. Jeremy was trying to add me, and it's like, I. Oh, he's not even in my friends list yet. So he's not a blocked player. So I don't know why. See, I'm really trying to find. I couldn't find Jeremy. He told me his name was like Jerbear or something, but there's like 5,000 Jerbears. So it's like, oh. Let's see. I need to add a friend, so not to just the chat. I mean into my whole, into into my whole. Mmm. Oh my. What? Oh yeah, that sounds good. So does it just look like a blank screen for you guys right now while I'm like dicking around? Yeah, I need to like the X. I don't. It's not accessibility. It's like privacy settings. I have to change just so someone can like friend me. Where the fuck? And it just asked me if I wanted to do it too. But what is it? Is it one of those? Oh, account settings, privacy settings, and then you have to go in. Oh, fuck's sake! If I could even remember my goddamn password. Oh boy. Uh. Uh. Well, did your iPhone end up getting hacked too? Because mine got fucking hacked. Or so I don't know. It was a data breach. I don't know if it was an Apple data breach or whose data breach it was. Password is incorrect. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. That is a good idea. And also, I noticed like that when I was on Craigslist, I had people trying to pull that, oh, we'll send you a code. You know, it's like, no, they're trying to hack the shit out of your account. Are you fucking kidding me? For security, re-enter your password. I don't remember. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, sign an email address. why the fuck would it log me out in the first place? Like, I'm on chat with you, so why would, for security, would they, like, cancel me out of this shit? Uh, when it logged me on, I think I did. I'm gonna have him. I'm sorry for the wait, you guys. Has Dan or Spencer said anything? Oof. Yeah. Well. Is that what that is? No, this tune. That's this. That's I never knew that. That's the same tune that like out of American Pie tune after the trumpet is in Jim's ass, and the guy starts playing the trumpet. He's playing Spanish Flea. I didn't know. Now I know the name of that piece. Thank you very much for the little fact there. Yeah, I can't fucking figure this out right now. What a fucking waste. Oh, okay. Let me. Oh. Let me add him. So see if. So I don't know if you go into friends to add friends or like. Yeah. How do you add a friend request? Yeah, I just found it. Shit. Oh, yeah. Fucking found him. Yes. Oh yeah, okay, yes. Dude, found him. Yes. It wasn't even showing up. Yeah, and he has PlayStation Plus too. Yay! Oh yes. Let's see. Send friend request. And let's see if he adds us. And he's a close friend, so... And then... Cool. Says I think he said it says he's online. Let's add him to the party if he wants to join us. So... I don't know why. Oh, is that say that right now? Oh, who's saying? Oh. Oh. You guys can't hear Mike at all? You could only hear me? Because yesterday you were on there. And then party audio settings. So adjust audio mix, and it should be non-party and party. I'm gonna put it more towards party. How about if I'm gonna put more towards party audio. Say testing again. Because I'm gonna move it more towards party audio, and then if my is my mic too high? Because I can always back it off. Okay. Oh, Jeremy. So how do I share all of our audio with our viewers? Because I think it's pretty much just my audio going through. I just heard that I'm in like the chat setting in audio and all this crap. Oh, okay. Oh, it's going great. So it's just cool. This is the first time doing chat with like 3 people on it. Oh, it's going great. So it's just cool. This is the first time doing chat with like 3 people on it.
Okay, I'm testing my audio 1, 2, 3, and I got my cell phone on, so we'll see. Okay, I'm testing. Yep, mine's coming through on your chat. Mine's coming through on your stream.
Great. So we got Madalas in the chat. I met him on Captain Retro channel. He was a pinball guy that I used to follow. I kind of fell out with him. But Madalas, his name is Dan. I think he said he's from New York. Like Buffalo area.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So, yeah. So if anybody is wondering who's all in the chat with us, we also got my friend Jeremy from the YouTube channel Pinball Mayhem.
Hello, everybody. So, Pinball Mayhem and Too Many Hobbies Jeremy. So, multiple channels.
And then we have my friend Mike. Which channel do you like to go under, Mike?
Oh, it's just History World Tour MJ, but that's okay. I don't.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
8th place.
Yeah, Jeremy, you should have seen how much I was crashing into the walls on this.
Nice.
I am not good at this one. But it's cool. I don't have PlayStation Online, so I can't really like play multiplayer with people, but it's pretty much just stopping and chat however long you want, and then my friend Spencer from Michigan, he's in the chat.
Cool.
So yeah, this is really cool to get to do this.
Yeah, chat's a lot of chat can be a lot of fun.
That was exciting this morning. That you were at that estate sale. And I woke up this morning. I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch Jeremy stream, and then like you were on later tonight, so I was like, at least I got to watch it still. But how is the state a sale kind of environment to do that?
Okay, so basically, an estate sale is. Are you familiar with what it is, or do you want me to explain what it is?
Basically, if somebody dies, they have a sale of all their crap, like if they can't figure out who to give it to, right?
That is probably one of the main reasons to have an estate sale. But basically, there's companies around that specialize in it. It's where you're selling a large amount of items from one household, usually. This one was a little different. It was a estate sale company, and they had multiple families, it said. And instead of in somebody's house, which is what it usually is, this was in an office space, which might have been maybe
that's why it looked a little different. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So that was definitely a little different for me the first time, but there's a large collection of vintage trains, Lionel and whatnot, and I wanted to get in.
Oh, that's right up your alley.
Yeah. So I got there. Now, I wasn't desperate to have them, so I didn't get there super early, plus it's still kind of cold in Wisconsin, so I got there maybe about 20 minutes before it opened. And luckily, there were some very nice people in the line that said, oh, you got to do a sign-up sheet. I was like, okay, so I go up there, and I was number 75 or 74 to get in. I'm thinking, well, you know, obviously I'm thinking the worst. There's not a ton of stuff at the sale, but there's different kinds of stuff there, and it's like I'm thinking, okay, everybody wants trains, and I'm not going to see anything. It's like, okay, no big deal. I'll just hang out for a while. I stood outside for like hour, and I got in, and there was still some trains left, so it's like, okay, I had like 3 or 4 items that I was very happy with. It's like, okay, this is great, better than I expected. And then I'm looking around, just kind of walking around the table with the train stuff, making decisions, and I hear a little commotion, and there's this pissed off guy. It's like, well, if I can't move ahead in line and I can't use a credit card, this is really stupid. I'm putting everything back. So he must have got there right away, and he bought like just huge amounts of train stuff, but since he couldn't use his credit card and he couldn't bump ahead in line, he got pissed off and put everything back, and I added double the amount of what I had to what I was carrying already. So
how did you come home with a big purchase today? Like,
I came home with a large purchase. I spent this is vintage stuff, but I got it for what I feel is a good deal. I spent $315.
Nice.
With the current auction sites I'm using, that would have been probably between $500 and $600.
Oh, that's
for what I got, possibly more.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Yeah, I got a good deal. I'm happy with it. It makes some good content for YouTube, and I'm really excited about it too. So that's fun. But yeah, it's. I also picked up.
Made to Last is asking what gauge of train.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not watching your stream. I'm actually playing SnowRunner while we're talking
nice.
here. But I collect. Well, actually, being my other channel is Too Many Hobbies Jeremy. I have a lot of hobbies. One of them is trains, and I collect Lionel and MTH, which is O gauge. I collect American Flyer, which is S gauge, which I did get. That's a little smaller than O gauge. The 3-rail stuff is a Lionel. And then I also kind of been collecting lately the N gauge, the really small stuff. So a variety of things.
Oh, that's
so
great.
That's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
How old were you when you got into like model trains and stuff?
Oh, great question. I was really since real young, because I remember I had an N-scale train when I was little, which crapped out because it's not meant for smaller kids. So I had like an N-scale train probably when I was like 8 or something like that. Didn't last too long. And then I kind of found my dad's American Flyer stuff, S-gauge, that's from the 50s. And he was only allowed to play with that set when it was his birthday or Christmas. His parents would not let him play with it other times. Because that was a very expensive toy then. and I think he was born in '46. So I started playing with that, and when I got to like about 13, I was able to repair a diesel engine that he had gotten at a thrift sale, and I rewired it and fixed it. So I was really happy about that. And I remember playing with that. So I started collecting American Flyer stuff first. There was some shows that I would go to a mall, the London Square Mall in Eau Claire, and I enjoyed finding deals, buying a passenger car for like $10, because at the time eBay wasn't around and stuff really wasn't super expensive. But now that same passenger car is like $50 on eBay. It's crazy. Yeah. But I've got a large collection of that. I collected that when I was, 16, 17, and I bought my first O-gauge stuff because I really wanted to get into Lionel, because Lionel has been making trains since, the modern era of trains, let's say. They've been making trains since, 46, 47, something like that.
Oh, wow.
They've been making it before, but the kind of O-gauge stuff is when they started doing that.
I think I had a Lionel, like a toy tractor, like a little tiny like metal tractor that was a Lionel.
Sure.
Yeah, but I didn't have much else that was Lionel. It was mostly like Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars, and then some of it was my dad's collection. He had like a Erector set and stuff like that, so I got to play with some of the toys he had from like the 60s.
Oh,
yeah. That's
really cool.
Yeah.
Definitely cool. Yeah, the reason why I got into Lionel, I bought a starter set from a third-party company, a K-Line stuff, kind of garbagey set, but it got me into it. Is with American Flyer stuff, I was kind of frustrated because nobody was making it. And it's like, oh, okay, but Lionel, they were still being made, and they were a lot more colorful, and a lot more choices to buy. Like, there's so much more variety. So that's why I got into Lionel. But I like everything. I've got some HO stuff. When I worked for Bergstrom Automotive as a Saturn retailer, the Saturn car, I've actually got a Saturn train set. That's
that's cool. I didn't see that one when I was over at your place. I'll have to check that out sometime.
Yeah, we can haul it out. That one's definitely buried, but easily accessible. But it's all Saturn themed stuff. It was an official product that they sold through Saturn.
Oh, you don't have to do that. All right, so Mike, can you read the last two chats from May to last, just to make sure I can catch up on that? Is Mike still there?
Let's check the party. I think there's only two other people in the party when I was.
Oh, he probably like dipped out to go to the bathroom or something. I can pause my game for a second. Having older brothers, I played with trains when I was young. Also, my father was into trains when he was a kid.
Oh, sweet.
And then, so May the Last Dan also says, I think American Flyer went out of business.
True. Well, Lionel owns them, and they still do produce some. They produce a scattering of things every year under the American Flyer brand. But they were sold. Yep, Lionel bought them.
I'm trying to think of other, like, my hobby when I was a kid was always the Hot Wheels cars, and then they had the Hot Wheels World, which was like plastic roads and businesses, like restaurants, like a McDonald's restaurant, Shell gas station, all these different things that you could attach. So you had all these different roads and stuff. So what I would do is I would attach the little businesses and then make Lincoln Log buildings and Lego buildings and kind of have that all together. And then my aunt, when I was like second grade, got me the Daytona 500 track. So it took 6C batteries and it had 2 pits. So you could play with a friend. So when one of the cars was coming towards, it was these electric charge-up cars with 2 electrical contacts on the bottom, and you'd push this thing, and then the car would pit, and then you push down on the car with the like gas tank thing or whatever, and that would charge up the car, and go whipping around the track. It would be cool when you'd have like 2 or 3 of these electric cars. These Hot Wheels cars would cost like $10 instead of like a dollar or two for like the regular ones. These cost like $8 to $10 a
Sure.
piece because they were electric. I think they were called superchargers or something. But I
I
think that
think I
came
remember
out.
those.
That was like 97 or 98 that those came out.
Cool.
Oh, Dan says there's a show called I Love Toy Trains on the Rural Network channel. You should check it out. Rural Network channel. I hate
Nice.
that word. How would you?
It-
Rural.
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 7th place.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Very cool.
How's SnowRunner going?
It's good. I'm on a few Facebook groups, and somebody said, "Hey, has anybody gotten gold on this?" There's challenges in this game too that I generally don't do, but somebody said, "Has anybody got gold in this challenge?" You know, I've only gotten silver. What vehicle do you use? And it's like that sounds like a challenge to me. So that's what I'm working on tonight. Just trying a couple of my favorite vehicles and seeing if I can beat somebody else's time. I generally don't do that, but it's fun.
I liked watching you play it because that one day you had that. I don't know if it was one of your friends or who had that weird glitch. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, that glitch that was pretty crazy. That was one of our friends. That can happen with multiplayer on here.
Well, in general with the games, I remember like when I was a kid, like Vigilante 8, if you drove in circles around a car, you could drive right through it. If your car hit the other car, if the collision was wonky, or you could lodge yourself into buildings. So I would hide inside buildings and then pop out at people. When you weren't supposed to be able to do that, but I would glitch the game.
Nice.
But I remember little things like that. I remember a lot of glitches back in the day. Like your game would glitch and it would just freeze up the whole entire cartridge on you or whatever you're playing.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, Jeremy, you're probably like the beginning, middle, end of the video game thing. Did you get into like the pinball aspect of like, stuff?
I got a pinball probably about 20 years ago, something like that.
Oh wow.
So that was my first game I got. And
Were the prices decent back then? Because nowadays it's so hard to get into a machine and all the costs of repair and all that stuff.
well, the cost of repair and stuff was definitely high, but yeah, the machines were definitely cheaper because there wasn't the huge demand for it.
Well, nowadays everybody wants a commercial pinball machine in their house, and
True.
I know the Racine scene of pinball stuff that I got into with Mark and Dave. It's like wow, there's on each given time we have 30 some players, like 33 players. So
Wow.
I can't believe they draw that many people, and I find it amazing that I can be part of this, but I have to make sure I sign up very quickly. When I'm at one event, I have to sign up for the next one pretty much within a couple days.
Oh, so there's a cap on how many people can be there.
Yes, yep.
Okay.
But they have it as IFPA. It's like, how do you do an IFPA tournament in your house? How many machines do you have to have, and how many people regularly do you have to like get drawing in that you can count that as an official tournament?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure on that one.
I find it amazing though.
Complete.
Let's see. Dan says, how about that basketball game glitch that one player would drill 3-pointers on the corner of the NES? Oh, there was a couple. Bo Jackson's football on the NES. I never played Bo Jackson's football on the NES. Like, I grew up kind of like Super Nintendo N64 era, so we got a little bit of the Nintendo and the Atari stuff, but I didn't really play any of the sports games because I always sucked at sports in real life, so
Oh, sure. Yeah, me too.
I think the only game that I liked I like NBA Jam because you can kind of do that thing where you kind of push people around. But there was a game called Arch Rivals, and Mike and I used to play it on Xbox. It was an emulation of this old arcade game, but you could punch people, and there was like cheerleaders and a coach on the side aisle and stuff. And then you could accidentally
Nice.
trip. Somebody would spill their drink on the court in the corner, and you could accidentally slip and fall on their drink. So,
Jeez. Wow.
so it was neat. It had little details like that.
Very cool.
Oh yeah, Mike just had to step away so he could rinse some dishes, he said. But yeah, so Mike could hear about, we used to, oh yeah, that we could punch people in the game, Mike. Yes, that was always funny too. I liked the little intermissions in that game too. That was a fun one. I forget the name of the guy that did it, but he was at Midwest Gaming Classic a couple years ago. They did a football game too called Pigskin, which I haven't played it, but it plays just like Arch Rivals, but it's but Arch Rivals is also on the NES, Dan. So if you want to check that game out or check it out in emulation, that's definitely like kind of precursor to like NBA hang time or whatever. Let's see, if you get a chance to play ice hockey for the NES, you picked your players and they're different sizes. Interesting. So what? It's Saturday night. Like, Jeremy, what do you got going on tomorrow?
Um,
The Amphitheum.
Not much. Probably just a
Go take
little streaming in the morning, and I don't know, work on some videos or do something like that. Do a little editing, or we'll see what comes up.
Are you
I usually
over
keep-
on Twitch tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes, awesome. What time are you over there?
I'm anticipating about 10:30, something like that.
Oh, I
Right
can
there.
be up. I'll set my alarm for 10 o'clock. That's usually when I like to wake up, so I'll tune in over
Cool,
on
thank you.
Twitch. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, is just Pinball Mayhem Jeremy on
Lines.
Twitch? Yeah. So
Yeah,
if
if you
anybody
search-
else wants to,
Search Pinball Mayhem, you'll see Pinball Mayhem Ed and Pinball Mayhem Jeremy.
oh, you guys have separate channels on there. Nice.
Yep.
I bet Ed's going to MGC. I haven't heard from him
Oh yeah,
lately,
yeah.
but
Well, he is. Not only is going to be there, but he's taking 3 games. I think he's doing the whole, getting the homebrew stuff.
like homebrew
Figured out and all
pinball
that
or
stuff.
what?
Homebrew pinball. Yeah.
That is amazing. I've seen some really cool ones.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some nice stuff there.
So, good question from Dan. He asks, why do Twitch and YouTube and not one or the other?
Okay. There's a different audience on each one. I actually prefer YouTube, but to get myself more out there, I do one stream on Twitch. I mean, I really don't gain much from Twitch except just some, more acceptance of people know who I am. Being the Pinball Mayhem, we've been doing it for 5 years. And the more people that know who I am and know who Pinball Mayhem is, the better. And hopefully they come over to YouTube. So yeah, it's a totally different audience. I mean, there's some people that do both. Most of my regulars do both. But
Well,
there's
you
always somebody
and
new.
Dave got me. So I don't know if it was Mark's wife was saying that Dave was on stream and are you gonna watch his stream? And I'm like, oh, I don't have Twitch, and she's like, oh, go over there, and it's like, I didn't know if he was on both at one time, but I didn't know that, so I was like, I think Twitch is nice because it has better video quality than YouTube.
Sure.
Because you get a crisper picture, but with his streams, our friend Dave, he has ads, so it's like it takes out of the action time, which kind of sucks. But at
Sure.
least you get like a lot less compression in the image, because YouTube sometimes compresses the hell out of everything, and especially when you're watching a pinball stream and watching you guys, sometimes internet connections suck, and things look a little bit more compressed. So
Sure.
the color pops a little bit better on Twitch, but I do like YouTube better in certain ways. I really don't like some of the ads that they're targeting towards me on YouTube. That's been my issue with it lately. So I've been thinking like, oh, do I just jump format? But I really can't because we have I have you guys on here, and it means a lot to. And Jeremy, you got me really into streaming lately because now we have like on my channel, it's a small community. It's just Mike, Dan, Spencer, you that we just do these chats. So
Sure.
it's I got up to 94 subscribers or 95 or 97 wherever we're at now. So it's like I was pretty amazed at that. So it's just cool to see how things are kind of growing. I kind of like this better with streaming instead of making videos all the time because I can make it more of a community than just, with videos.
Yeah, definitely.
EGX.
Yeah, I'll probably stream a few more minutes. I've been playing the same game for an hour and a half.
Nice.
How many hours do you do on your SnowRunner?
Generally, only like an hour a night. I can't really play much longer. It's really the only game I play, and generally about an hour is what I'll do. If I'm really with somebody or something, then I might go a little longer. We're doing like a group activity or something, but
Yeah.
yeah,
My hands
otherwise-
tend to hurt after a little bit, even like this much. I used to be able to game for a lot of time, but I think back in the day, I think the Sega Dreamcast controllers killed my hands. Those have a grip that go inward more than out, and they just hurt your wrists after a little bit. But I loved that system a lot, so I'd play like 6 hours a day sometimes. If I had a day off.
Sure.
But
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not something that I can do.
yeah, the other day after the tournament, I played pinball at a friend's house. I a new friend that I met, we got dinner at this restaurant. It was by Lake Michigan in Racine or over, like, I think that's Lake Michigan, but it was off of a lake. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is way too expensive. But he ended up buying lunch for me. I was like, oh my goodness, like, wow, like. And then we played Hobbit, like, limited edition pinball machine he had.
Nice.
And then he has a Star Trek Next Generation that he has coming in. So I think Russ said he would help with some of the hauling. I think he's going to help haul my games. I don't know if that him or Nathan. I got to work it out with both of them. But yeah. So Russ is talking about meeting up on Sunday to look at some of this other friend's games and stuff.
Oh,
because
sweet.
he wants to put more games at the brewery, and my friend has 2 games that he's interested in, and I'm just hoping that my friend can liquidate all of his games. I'm kind of helping him out and trying to reach out to everybody that we know Jeremy pretty much, just to
Sure.
help this new friend out. But so far I've been talking to this guy for like three weeks, probably a month or so.
Plasma.
And he's been very kind, so
Plasma.
Awesome. That's great.
yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for pinball stream tomorrow. I don't think I'm really going anywhere if the weather's like it was today, though.
What was the weather like there?
Complete.
Oh, we had a crap ton of snow, and it was my dad's birthday today, and he was just like, I'm up to my asshole in snow. It's like,
Nice.
oh my god, Dad. And he got his car stuck at the end of the driveway, so he had to use he has a snow blower at least to, help him get out of it.
That's good.
Okay, so Dan says, I stick to one thing to make things simple. Like, I only do Facebook. I can't stand Twitter or Snapchat. Yeah, I'm not on Snapchat, or I might have a Twitter. I've gone on there like once every like 4 years or so. I'm not much. I don't like the layout of Twitter. I think it's very impersonal. It's cool to find, celebrities on there, but that's about it. Jeremy, what all platforms are your go-tos?
Sol 2.
Pretty much Facebook.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
the pinball stuff, there's Pinside, but
Is there a community on Pinside besides looking
Oh,
up?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You got to kind of watch what threads you get. Pinside can be pretty toxic, but I don't really. I'm mainly going to stick to like certain repair threads or club threads about a certain game, and that's pretty safe.
Yeah. Well, it's just like I hate the idea of toxicity in any community, and just getting to know people in the arcade community and being able to do that, and then being able to get to know the pinball crowd. Like I'm not really looking to get anything out of it besides getting to play and like meet new people, and then if I happen to get a new game or meet people that have cool games or can help me work on things, that's part of the experience, and I definitely appreciate that kind of that kind of being able to bond with people and learn that kind of stuff.
Mines.
Sure.
But I don't know, like when I was a kid I wasn't really exposed to pinball as much. I got to see a little bit of it, but most of it was video games, and even at that there wasn't many arcades around because it was kind of dying by the time I was a kid. So I got mostly into console stuff, and then there was a couple arcades, so play some Outrun, play some Pac-Man, cruising, and those were pretty much the only arcade games I knew for a while. So when the compilations of all these old school games started coming out, I was like really interested in it. And then I don't remember who got me turned on to pinball. I think it was you, Jeremy. I think it was just I was curious about it. I found your channel on YouTube. You were in the middle of a live stream, and I was just like, wow, this is amazing. This is really cool, and just able to kind of relax. It's very satisfying, just relaxation wise, just to watch somebody play pinball.
Yeah, definitely.
But then when you're playing it yourself, it's like, wow, this is it gets intense sometimes, where it's just like I'm so nervous, like playing a new game for the first time.
Yep.
Like especially for somewhere where there's like a lot of people watching, it's like, ugh.
Sure. Yeah, I can see that.
Like Championship Pub, is that what it's called?
Oh, you had it right the first time.
Champion Pub. Yeah, that game, I think the first time I was like, I was really just like, okay, how do I do this one? There's so much to this. Yeah, Spencer says he hasn't gotten into pinball till he started hanging out with me. So,
cool.
I don't know. I showed him District 82 when he was up here the last time, I think. Was that right, Spencer? Dan says, I wish I would have gotten into collecting arcade games earlier when the arcades were all closing and games were super cheap.
Yeah, but then unless you're good at fixing stuff, then you got the problem of nobody to fix them.
Well, some arcade games aren't too bad, well, for instance, Miss Pac-Man, you got the power on, like, I think the top half of the board, so you can do your testing and stuff like that. So it's all, I don't even think that's a double stacker, but if you get to like Sega games are notorious for breaking, just because they're so complex, and they used a lot of, they developed a lot of their own technology and boards, and they, had some really complex stuff. So sometimes their boards are 3 or 4 stacked together. So it gets complex. So
sure.
But there are some games where it's like okay, I could test a power supply and make sure it's giving me my 5 volts or your 12 volts, depending on, some of them need plus, I don't remember if it was plus or minus 5, and some of them need both voltages, a 5 and a 12. Like my bowling game needs both a 5 and a 12, but other games I have only uses the 12. So it's interesting learning the technology. I know how to set up a JAMA connection and hook up a JAMA board. But anything proprietary, I'm learning it. I'm new to it. I love it. I like to be able to, if I had more space, I'd probably buy a lot more games, but I obsess over arcade games and now pinball machines, and it's like it was really sad. One trip with Nathan that I took, this guy was just gonna take these games. He wasn't interested in them. He was gonna burn them and back. He was just gonna take like 40 games and burn them for heat.
Nice.
And it was just like, oh my goodness, this guy from this country guy just doesn't know what these games mean to people. He doesn't care about them. So it was just like, it was sad. The pandemic hit, and then I was stuck with the two games I got, but I got one game for $25 and it still works.
Nice.
The power supply looked like it was in somewhere where people smoked a lot, so I cleaned out the inside of the power supply and the bugs that got into it and stuff, and
literal bugs.
Yeah, literal bugs that were just dead inside of there. So I took a wipe and cleaned it all out, and capacitors, everything looked fine. So I was like, all right, I don't really need to do anything. And I think it's the original power supply from 1992 that's in the thing.
Wow.
But yeah, bought the game for $25 and has some water damage and stuff, but like the board works great. It's a Namco. I don't know if it's which system it is. But yeah, it's kind of like it's like a Super Nintendo looking kind of game, but with kind of some depth to the graphics, because it has a two-way mirror. So you have the monitor in the bottom of the game, and it projects it upward with the two-way mirror thing.
Okay.
So Dan says, all my games I got cheap because they did not work, and I got them going.
Nice.
Cheap or free.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Well, and I was lucky enough to get my Las Vegas pinball because Jeremy was streaming the crap out of it, and then he needed some room for another game, so I bought that cheap off of him. So it's like my first almost full-size game. So I got really lucky there because that was a little over $100. Pinball machines get really expensive. I got a couple months out of it. I hope to God I can get that working though, Jeremy. I swear to God, it's just oh my goodness. So I was looking through all the switches and seeing if anything was stuck together. And I was like, okay, there's no switches that look like they're stuck together. Then I was thinking okay, it could be a processor issue that's not starting, because it was having the audio issue that I was watching through your videos, so I had the audio issue again, and so the audio wasn't working right, and then the game wasn't starting.
Metropia.
Sure.
So that's where we're at with it.
Mirage.
Dan says, pins are wicked expensive. Unless you get home pin models, like my Star Explorer, offered a guy $100 for, or he was offering 100, and I think I got down to 50 because he was having a hard time selling it. So those are pretty much toys, so nobody really cares about them, but you can get those playing pretty decently.
Definitely.
Jeremy, how's Lori doing?
Everybody's doing good.
Is your wife's name Lori? I keep forgetting.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, because I have another friend named Lori and stuff. My other Lori is rescues dogs. So that's what her and her husband do. They live out in the country and they rescue dogs. Then
Nice.
My friend Mike,
Hi.
not Mike, not you, Mike, but other Mike. My other Mike, he does. I think he does photographs for realtors and stuff. So he's really good with Photoshop and making things look amazing. So he does that for his work. Yeah, but Jeremy, Mike and I, we went to high school together. We'd sleep over at each other's houses all the time, rent video games,
Nice.
go roller skating. Yeah, I gotta get him back out by the roller rink again.
Yeah.
Missile.
Oh yeah,
But they'll have to steal a pair of somebody's skates, though.
yeah. You're gonna have to rent. Otherwise, if you can cram into a size 12, I have a crappier set of skates that I could lend to you.
Yeah, I can cram into a 12.
New lap record. Final lap.
Shouldn't be no problem.
Yeah, I'll probably play this for... I don't know how many races I've done, and I'm still learning this game. It's like a floaty car racing game.
Contender eliminated.
I've played it.
Oh, you
Not a
have?
ton. Not a ton, but I played it.
Oh, you played Wipeout?
Yeah, I think it was a free monthly thing at one point.
Oh, nice.
Complete.
Wait, did I just get first place? I think I got first place.
It's like a modern F-Zero.
I remember that on the Super Nintendo as a kid. This kid, like I was telling Mike the other day, this kid had a TV and he had the color plugs from the Super Nintendo frayed off, like they were cut off, and then the wires were around the UHF VHF of a 1970s television set, and the cables would always come off on us. But we played a crap ton of F-Zero. I think that was the only game the kid owned.
Wow.
You know, he had his mattress on the floor. I think his family was pretty poor. Yeah, I think it was just him and his, his parents, But yeah, we played tons of F-Zero. But, yeah. Jeremy, what were the games when you were a kid, if, like... video games were just on their way in, kind of, right?
Well, let's see. What was... I mean, yeah, video games were just, in the arcades and whatnot, so...
Yeah.
When I was visiting the arcades when I was 16, it was Stun Runner was what I was playing a lot of.
Ooh. So that's why you owned one.
That's why I ended up getting one. I ended up getting one for $25 at an auction. My buddy went to a arcade auction. So yeah, the sound wasn't working, and I mean dedicated cabinet, so it's like they take up a lot of space. So it went for $25.
That's amazing. That thing was pretty when I saw that. I mean, I didn't see it till years after you got rid of it, I think, on your channel, but geez, I saw that. I was like, wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, that was good.
Is that the only arcade game you've ever owned?
Yep.
That's okay too, because it's like everybody has the games that they're into, and like I hate when people judge like other people for which kind of games they liked. When I was a kid, it wasn't cool for us to like, Sega Genesis or the Super Nintendo anymore. You had to have like the new Xbox or GameCube or whatever, to be the cool kid. And I just, I was talking to Gar a little bit about that the other day. Like, I don't know if his family had the Atari, but he wasn't cool anymore because this other guy had Coleco. So it was like, I guess it's been going along forever that, it's been that kind of thing where people judge you on the electronics you own.
Yep. Well,
But
definitely. I mean, nobody judged us on it, but it's kind of weird because when I was growing up, I remember when Talking Battleship came out. That was like the big thing,
Nice.
upcoming Christmas. And I mean, I wanted it so bad, and because my buddy and me played Battleship, that was kind of one of our go-to games, and he wanted it. We both went to our parents, and it's like we both got the Radio Shack version. We didn't get the official one. So
how'd the Radio Shack one hold up?
It was definitely a cheaper knockoff. I mean, it didn't really get damaged or anything. I've actually still got mine. But,
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I didn't like board games too much, except for, like, I liked Trouble, and I liked Battleship. I loved those too.
Mm-hmm.
Contender eliminated.
Yeah, but I
Definitely.
never had the talking one, or I think they started calling it electronic battleship or whatever when I was a kid. But yeah, that was a little bit too expensive for us.
Gotcha.
But would it just call out the shots that you made?
Well, I don't. The Radio Shack one didn't. The Radio Shack one was only like, you sank my battleship or something like that. Plus, it had the sounds, the firing kind of thing, and
What was their generic name for battleship?
don't remember. Probably Sea Battle or something like that.
I wonder if Tandy ended up making that, or if that was somebody else that manufactured that for them. But
I'm sure it was under the name of Tandy or something.
Modesto.
I always have liked Radio Shack stuff. Like, I got the tail end of it. I got a remote control car there for when I was a kid. It was really cool.
Liza.
It went very, very fast. It was like one that you could even probably do off-road with. Had this nubby little tires and stuff. Oh yeah, I forget if it was like six AA batteries in these battery packs. It looked like they were all taped together. It was Radio Shack brand battery pack that had the special connector. But yeah, I remember like accidentally getting it stuck under a parked car once and having to get it unstuck. And then my dad's like, yeah, we're gonna bring you out to, like, we had a dog track that was built in the 80s that was decommissioned, so he'd bring me out there to drive my remote control car every once in a while. That was special when I got to do that.
Cool.
Oh, I don't even know how late it is right now. I should probably.
It
It's
is.
not even 10.
Yeah. Well, right here it's
Wow.
yeah, just about 10. So yep.
Yeah, I'll probably log off. And my battery's low on my controller too, so this is perfect timing too. I'll
Yeah.
finish this race and then sign off with everybody. Yeah, over in Buffalo it's almost 11. Wow.
Yeah, they're ahead an hour.
But,
It's 10:58 in New York.
Jeremy, congrats on teaching Ian how to drive. I think that's really cool.
Well, you're leaving out the most important part: how to drive a manual transmission.
Manual, yeah. Oh, excuse me. Francis was learning how to drive manual with our friend Kevin, and he was doing good until, like, he stalled the car and panicked and then noticed that the light changed, and then he slammed into some guy's bumper.
Ooh.
So our friend's little Chevy Aveo had a dented bumper, and they were going to total it, but yeah, his car still ran, so he just dealt with it with all the dents and everything. He still drives it. But Francis felt so bad that day. He's like, "Can you come and get me? Like, I totaled Kevin's car." It's fine, Francis. You're fine, But he doesn't like to drive much because of his... Oh, crap, I got eliminated. I'm going to try this one more time. I got a few more minutes on this race. But, yeah, Francis doesn't like to drive because with his autism, I think it makes him a little bit more nervous to drive.
Sure.
So, I think he's a good driver when he practices up, or if he doesn't, like, get too afraid of his driving, then I think he does good.
Mm-hmm.
How I got stuck in the wall. That was a weird glitch. I've never seen that before on this one. So besides the convention this week, like, what all prep do you have to do to get ready this week for this thing?
Let's see. I got some work to do on the cameras. I like to, our camera I like to get off. I like to go with an empty card, even though I've got a really huge card for the camera. I like to, just in case something gets lost or something. That's kind of
Yeah.
the backup footage. I leave everything on the camera till, for like a year, just in case I need something.
My phone has the same crap on it from like a year or two ago, and I need to just clean start and just like put it on another hard drive. But yeah, I hope to get to record a little bit of video and stuff. I don't know if it was last year. It was Russ, his wife Cindy, and one of their friends. We were playing Nitro Trucks together, and Cindy was like having a hoot with it. I don't know if she had a couple drinks in her, but she looked like she was having a good time with it. Like
nice.
That was the first time I got to meet Russ's wife, so that was like really lovely. And then when the year before, when you and I, Jeremy, got to go to Garcade, and I got to show you some of the games I grew up with, it was just magical just to be able to share that with you guys.
Yeah, good stuff for sure.
Yeah. Mike, I'll have to bring you to one of these. If I'm not working Garcade one of these years, definitely bring a friend along. But, yeah. I have to... So, my goal is... I had Mike over yesterday, and we were trying to get theater seats apart, but then I couldn't find any of my ratchets or any of my tools. Nothing. I've been looking for it today. Like, I've misplaced my stuff so badly, so I need to get a tool chest and just, do that. So, Dan says off-roading with a stick is best.
True.
I've never done that before. I guess I'm a city boy. Jeremy, did you grow up in like city or country?
Oh, definitely city. But driving in the snow and and ice and stuff, a stick is better too. But now with modern traction control, if you got really good tires, then you're pretty good. But you gotta have really good tires and traction control.
I remember my Malibu, the back end would love to slide out on that car.
Nice.
I almost took out some guy's mailbox. And then like there was one year I was at my dad's place. I was gonna drive a couple blocks away to a friend's house, and my car slid completely sideways, and I was about to slide onto the main 4-lane road by our house. I was like, oh my god, like I was almost sliding right past the stop sign. The car was completely sideways. I turned around, went back home. I was like, yeah, I'm not going over to my friends tonight. This is a bad idea.
Wise choice.
I really hope next weekend that the weather is good for all of us, because you and Russ, have an extra few hours to drive. Are you guys going down a certain night?
Actually, I'm driving by myself, but I will be leaving Friday morning from my house and driving there. Then getting my game loaded in and helping probably load other people or, unload other people and whatnot, so.
So I don't really have anything to load, but like I wish I could offload my Outrun game, because I've been just having to stick so much money into that. If Russ would take it from me, I would give it to him like really dirt cheap just to get rid of the game, because I know he's probably better with cabinet restorations and stuff like that. I'm not. I don't know anything like that.
Probably more Ed's specialty.
Oh, that's Ed's thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he had those two Stern arcade games, other than his pinball and jukeboxes. And why are jukeboxes so like everybody, like you guys? What, Mike?
Art Deco. It's really popular.
Art Deco. Well,
yeah, stuff in the 50s. Yeah.
The reason why they're popular, I mean, they're kind of losing some popularity, but it's nostalgia. Mm-hmm. People see them now, so it's more people see them in movies and stuff, and they want something like that. But that's part of it. But nostalgia is a big thing. I mean, with the 50s jukes, because you can see the mechanism and stuff, they have a high value. But at the time, it was because a lot of people from the 50s remember those, and thus the demand was high and the price is stupid crazy on some of those. It's come down a bit though, from what I understand. I can only afford like the jukeboxes from the late '60s or '70s because they're kind of ugly square rectangle boxes. But those are getting more valuable, but not crazy wise because they only play 45s and whatnot. And, a lot of people now want Bluetooth connectivity and all that fun stuff. And but now with what Ed's doing, some of the older jukeboxes, they're selling amplifiers to do that. So they're kind of breathing new life into some of those.
I forgot when he started. What did he do before he started working with the jukebox stuff?
He worked for a company, an office supply, not office supply, but office machine supply. So like copiers and printers and stuff like that. And he'd been there for many years, and he was kind of like in charge of installs and stuff like that. So kind of a higher level, than just a copier repair person. But he was getting seriously burnt out on that.
Yeah, I hear you about getting burned out on a job.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike, can you read the last comment from May to Last, or Dan?
This is looking for a CD juke, but cannot find one. Where did they go? Were they in every bar, but now they just disappeared?
It kind of depends what he might want, but actually, I just on my channel, Pinball Mayhem, I'm doing a little 3-video series on my CD juke. It's been sitting for a while, so I'm just kind of doing some maintenance on it and stuff. It's a big box, but yeah, I think that's the kind of thing. At least the bigger CD jukes are probably hanging out in warehouses still, operators' warehouses and stuff like that. Some of the wall mount stuff that's more popular, you'll find that on eBay and stuff, NSMs or something like that, a wall mount jukebox. But
Row AMI he's asking for.
Oh yeah. Yeah, depending on the model and stuff like that, they're out there, but just gotta keep looking. And the big thing about collecting stuff like that is let everybody tell them that you collect jukeboxes, and somebody will make the connection when they see a estate sale for one, or that's kind of what happened with that estate sale find. That was my boss told me about it, and I don't really talk to him about trains. I mean, I do a little bit, but he made the connection. He hears me talking about trains and stuff, and he made the connection. It's like, hey, you check this out. It's like, I didn't know about it. So you just gotta let everybody like the person at the grocery counter and your doctor, and you'll find stuff in no time.
I think the pinball community is helping me network with people a little bit better. Like, hey, I'm looking for such and such game. Have you heard of this game, or have you anybody that has something? And Dave has a game I want. He has a Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man. It's not in the greatest condition. It needs a lot of restore work done on it. It plays, but it needs some work. Wait, it's not Dave. It's his friends, Daryl's. But Daryl is like, I'll let you know if I sell it. I've been thinking about selling this game and this game to buy another game. Cool. So, I mean, my issue is like I need to get a good job. I need to get a job like ASAP. So.
But yeah, first thing is get a job, and then stay there for a while, then work on getting a good job, kind of deal.
Yeah. And even with Francis the other day, I think today he was like, well, it's kind of good that the job that you applied for fell through, because it wasn't going to really use your skills anyways. They were going to underpay you. It's okay that this one fell through. It's going to be okay. So that made me feel a little bit better, because it's like, okay, I'm not completely screwed. I got options.
Yeah,
Ooh,
definitely.
I got eliminated. Alright, well, I'm going to call it a night with you guys. But thank you for joining the chat, Jeremy and Mike.
Yep.
And, oh wait, I'm still racing. I thought I got eliminated. Somebody else got eliminated. Now I'm gonna get eliminated because I'm in last place. Oh, wait, I'm in 6th. I'm so sorry. I thought I was like dead there for a second. Oh. But I appreciate that I get to do this on a Saturday night. It's been kind of quiet lately.
Yeah.
So, whenever I get to hear from friends, even if it's not in person, it's really nice just to have that connection with people.
Hey, you bet.
Spencer's laughing at me because I crashed my ship into the wall and I was just sitting there for like a few seconds. Oof.
Does it blow up whoever's in last place if they don't?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like it's kind of like Burnout where your vehicle explodes when you're eliminated.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it eliminates each lap, if it's an 8-lap race and it just eliminates someone from being in last place, or if it's just like. I think it's a little bit of that, and also you're trying to destroy their health.
That too.
Oh geez, my vehicle's health is like...
Is that the health that's flashing up there on the top?
Yeah, it's flashing like crazy. Oh jeez, the guy like slowed me down too. This is getting more interesting now, because like... Oh jeez, of course I drive right off the side of the road. That's fantastic. Can't believe I've been playing the same game. Usually I switch the game up. Jeremy, the one I was playing the other day is was it Arcade Paradise, and you basically it starts you're working for a laundromat and you keep doing other people's laundry all day. And then basically it's like a laundromat simulator at first, and then it's like okay, you can expand, you can buy arcade games, you can buy a jukebox, and you can buy the different music. So they have all these little unlocks and stuff, so it's kind of fun. They make little chores like plunging toilets and taking out trash into little mini games. So I find that one kind of interesting, because like, who would think doing laundry would be a video game?
Nice.
Yeah, kind of like the idea of like Goat Simulator or something weird like that. But I'm looking forward to next weekend. I'm just hoping I get some good sleep, and that, you know, I can get there and like, I know what Gar has me doing this year. I think just greeting people and talking to people, and then he has all the other big beefy guys taking care of like moving the games and stuff this year. So that helps out a little bit, that I'm not going to be standing on my feet and then hauling games.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Yeah, but just you going, Jeremy? Like, nobody else coming with you?
Nope. Not enough room in the car.
Oh wait, what?
Tight squeeze.
What car are you driving? You're not driving your Saturn down there, are you?
Oh yeah.
Wait, you're hauling a pinball machine inside, or you have a trailer?
No, I'm hauling it in there.
What? You can haul a full-size
That's
pinball
why I do
machine.
it.
You could, and you have an Astra, right? Like.
Yep.
Oh my goodness! I didn't know you could haul a full. That's amazing. You take the legs, you take the head of it off.
Yep.
How much room do you have after it squeezes in there? Do you have to take out the passenger seat up front, or what do you do?
Actually, I do. I've done it without doing that, but you get a lot more room if you take out the passenger seat.
Oh my God, Jeremy! I don't know how. That's impressive. Holy crap!
Thanks.
That's cool. Like, have you ever done that with another small car like that, like haul pinball machines?
No, I haven't had to.
What's the first game you hauled with it?
Oh, it's probably that pinball. It's not something I have to do very much, because, I mean, got other people to help me out.
Yeah. So is Ian, gonna help you load up the machine, or are you loading it all
Yeah,
yourself?
I'll have him help me a little bit now that he's bigger. Now he's so tall.
He's gotten really tall since the last time we had like a get together at your place. Like I just saw him on stream with you. I was just like, wow, like he's almost 16 and he's like what, 5'10"?
Yeah, he's getting crazy tall right now.
He's like almost almost your height, taller than you. He's your height.
He's almost taller than me.
Oh jeez. Is he taller than your wife now?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Come on.
Missile. Contender eliminated. Mines. Bomb. Mines. Reach me.
I think the first jukebox I was like, oh my goodness, like I like the idea of jukeboxes. My friend that lives in St. Louis, he has a, oh I forget what the name of it was, a Seaberg discotheque. And it has these kind of blue glow to it, but then it has a cityscape with these people, and it's very 60s, but it's gorgeous. I just love the shape of the machine, and the sound of it is very nice. And then it has the little thing, I think all jukeboxes have that little thing that brushes off the needle when it's done playing. But I like it, and he was showing me Erotic City by Prince and some Beatles, and I forgot what else he has on there, but he had some really good stuff.
Cool.
He got me into Prince's other band that he, well, Prince wasn't in it, but I think he produced for them, but this band called The Time. So
Yeah, Morris Day, right?
Morris Day, in Time, yep. So, yep. Jungle Love, yeah. Yeah, Jungle Love and The Bird, and, yeah. Yeah, so he got me into that group, and I'm really, like, but I think one of the first times I heard it was on his jukebox, and he's cool. He had a 78 Pontiac Bonneville that he bought from this old lady. Bought for like $500 or whatever, but car was really cool. I loved that thing. It was a big boat.
Yep. Yep.
I remember listening to music with him, and when we were going out to the state park, he was showing me a lot of different music, and he's into like soul music and funk music and all sorts of stuff, I tortured him with roller skating one time. Like he could barely keep on his feet. He was like, Matt, you have no idea. I suck at skating. I'm like, oh, I can teach you. He's like, no, I'm gonna be holding onto the wall the whole time. I'm like, you're not that bad. And I saw him skating. And it's like, ooh. I just felt so bad because we were out at Orbit, way in near Chicago. The thing is Palatine, Illinois, or whatever. That place is long gone. That's where, Mike, that's where the name of my arcade comes from. It's that place. That's how I came up with Orbit for the name of my arcade in my basement. Because the trips I had down there were just amazing. I only went there 3 times in my entire life. But it was cool.
Yeah.
God, how many laps is this race? We're on lap 20.
Yeah. Beats me.
This is like as many laps. I mean, NASCAR races are like, I don't know how many laps. At least it's not just turn left, turn left, turn left. There's a lot of turns on this. Oh, jeez. I'm in like 5th place, but it looks like I'm about to die. Am I gonna get eliminated? Like, how does this work?
Plasma. Cannon. Energy critical.
Try to figure out what the next game I'll stream or what I'll do next. Like, I don't know if Francis and I are going roller skate. Oh, jeez, my wrist hurt. Okay. Alright, now we are done. Well, thank you, Jeremy, for being our guest tonight.
You bet.
It was good to hear from you. Yeah, oh, shit, what was made the last name?
Dan.
Dan, okay. Yeah, it was good to see you, Dan. Good to see you, Spencer. Good to hear from you, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh,
Likewise.
my hands hurt. 2 hours and 16 minutes. Yeah, my hands just hurt from this controller. Francis is probably, if it's after 10, Francis is getting to sleep. He goes to church in the morning. He goes to his gay church and then his other church and then...
10:21.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's early. What are you talking about?
Oh, because you stay up till like 3 in the morning.
Even that's still early for me. It's more like 5.
I mean, if I have insomnia, then it's like I'm staying up till like I could stay up till like 5 in the morning. But I've been trying to, how do you say it? Have good sleep hygiene. You know, make sure I, get prepared for bed a little bit earlier, wind down. You know, just be relaxed. Try to at least relax before bed.
Yeah.
But thank you guys very much, and we'll have another stream again soon sometime, so everybody take care.
Alright, see you later.
See ya!